now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
On the mark.
Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's first down. Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Come on now. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now is it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go. Lion. 300. When I said, wait.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a gain of 5. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, Vick. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Vick operating on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. Again, it's Vick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Here's McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Wentz now on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump off.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. McCoy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw coming for Vick. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go!
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A second down throw for Vick. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Lion, 300.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now Wentz. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. Able to shake him off. Forced out to his left. He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Michael Vick, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he.
Welcome to Super Bowl 53. You're facing off against the Eagles, who are returning to the Super Bowl after winning it a season ago. This looks to be a legendary matchup. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Vic on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Vic. Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... That's caught at the 25. Vic and Rice hook up for a big one. 51 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
He's going to get it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Vic. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 8 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now McCoy, stiff-armed him. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg Olsen, 72 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's go!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go!
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go!
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
A handoff to Barkley, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, baby! Boom!
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Vick will look to throw on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Eagle 44. Hey, let's go.
On second down, Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. Oh, looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is McCoy. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. LaShawn McCoy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Base flag 2. Base 52.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Michael Vick. Now he's forced out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing, Vick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
On the loss.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Vic readies to throw. On target over the middle of the hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Vic now. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A give to McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So here's Vic following the interception. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Eagle, eagle. Alpha.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go. Orange.
First down, Vic. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They get it to him running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that one. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Great.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Wentz to throw. Finding room inside the 40. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Let's go. Lion.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, here's McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close a game out.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.
It's one of them ones, man. Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal.